Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are tackling a huge question, one that could totally reshape one of our oldest professions. Can AI actually be your lawyer? We're diving into the pretty wild impact that artificial intelligence is having on the legal world. All right, let's just jump right in with a number that is, well, it's just staggering. $285 billion. I mean, that's a figure that really makes you stop and ask, what on earth is that about? So that massive number, that's the combined value that got absolutely wiped off the stock market from major legal tech companies like Thomson Reuters and Wolters Kluwer. And the craziest part, it happened in just 1 week after a single announcement earlier this year. That is a financial shockwave of epic proportions. So what in the world could trigger that kind of market panic? What kind of announcement could signal such a massive fundamental shift? Well, the answer, it all comes down to a brand new tool from the AI company Anthropic, and it's called Claude Cowork. And look, this isn't just another app. It represents the promise of an entirely new kind of AI assistant, one that could completely change how legal work gets done. This new assistant is built on something called agentic AI. Now, unlike a simple chatbot that just, answers your questions, an agentic AI is more like a digital colleague. It can actually plan and then carry out complex, multi-step tasks all by itself. And how it works is actually pretty straightforward. You just create a single folder on your computer. That's the workspace. Then you give the AI some instructions, something like, hey, summarize all the contracts in here. And then it just gets to work, creating and organizing new files all inside that one folder. The lawyer just comes in at the end to review the finished product. You see, this completely changes the game for lawyers. They're not just feeding prompts into a machine anymore. Their new job is all about orchestration, basically managing a team of both humans and AI agents. For instance, a lawyer could tell the AI to scan 1,000 documents for one specific clause, then have it write a summary, and then pass that summary to a human junior associate for a final check. It's a whole new, really powerful way to practice law. The raw power that makes all of this possible, well, it comes down to another big number, 200,000. So what does that actually mean for a lawyer in their day-to-day work? That's the number of tokens, think of them as little pieces of words, that Claude can process in one single request. For a lawyer, that's incredible. It means they can just drop an entire 150-page contract or a full deposition transcript into the AI at once and get a complete analysis without chopping it up into little bits. That, right there, is a genuine game changer. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? A total revolution in how things get done. But, and this is a big but, it brings us to what is, without a doubt, the single most critical question when you're talking about AI in a high-stakes field like the law. I mean, really? When a client's freedom or a company's future is on the line, can you actually trust the work that these incredibly powerful new tools produce? The answer, at least for now, is, well, it's a little scary. A major study from Stanford this year found that even the best, most specialized legal AI tools have a tendency to hallucinate. Or, to put it simply, they just make stuff up. They invent information somewhere between 17 and 33% of the time. In a courtroom, that's an absolutely staggering error rate. And believe me, this isn't just some academic theory. This is happening in the real world. Real lawyers have already been sanctioned. They've faced serious professional consequences for filing legal briefs with fake case citations that an AI just completely made up. This whole reliability issue, it brings us to the absolute heart of the matter, the professional duties of a human lawyer, which, by the way, are not going anywhere. The American Bar Association has been super clear on this. Lawyers have a duty of competence. You got to understand the technology you're using. They have a duty of supervision. That AI, it's like a first-year associate. You have to check all of its work. And most importantly, the human lawyer is always the one who's ultimately responsible for what gets filed. The buck stops with them. So let's put all the pieces together. You've got this incredible, powerful new tool on one side, and on the other, you have these massive limitations and unbreakable ethical rules. So what's the final verdict here? What does the future actually look like? Well, it looks like we're heading towards a new kind of partnership, a new division of labor. The AI becomes this superpowered assistant. It's good at drafting, summarizing, and flagging risks. But the human attorney? They handle the stuff you just can't automate, exercising judgment, advising a client, taking responsibility, and of course, building trust. And this really seems to be the consensus. As one legal tech company spellbook puts it pretty bluntly, AI tools are assistants. They're not licensed legal professionals. They're there to help, not to replace the expertise of a lawyer. So you see, the true revolution here isn't really about AI replacing lawyers at all. It's about changing how they work. The big question for every legal professional from now on isn't, am I going to be replaced? No, it's, okay, how do I build, manage, and orchestrate my new team of human and AI collaborators?